Yo, it's 6:34 p.m. This is video 6. So I did a video earlier today. It was about 2 coaching calls that I've had, and then I think I set up the intention for this video was going to be a reflection of the first 2 coaching calls and basically what I've learned from those and how I'm going to implement changes going forward. So I guess the first thing that I've already talked about is basically how long they take. So I don't actually know if 30 minutes is enough. I think it needs to be 45 minutes to 60 minutes because, 30 minutes isn't a lot of time. It kind of takes like 10 minutes just to open up the space to start, to start the process of unpacking things. Because I think when I was talking with Dr. Emma, who was my second connection call earlier today, just the pleasantries and all of that stuff, that was like a couple of minutes. Then I did a brief introduction, acknowledgement, karakia, and that was already like 5-6 minutes in before the call had already actually taken off. And then we did whakawhanaungatanga, which is like basically tell my story, share your story, and then we kind of come together, meet, make some connections. That's the whole point. Whakawhanaungatanga is you share your story, I share my story where I'm from, you share your story where you're from, and we create a connection from that. So beautiful connections already in the first call, beautiful connections in the second call, beautiful connections again. Almost like in spooky ways. It's like the world feels like a tiny place when you realize, how aligned you are to other people, especially when you're aligned to people across the country. Across the world. Like, I'm thinking about the first guy that I spoke with. I'm still in disbelief, to be honest, that one of my videos made it across to the US and somebody clicked on it organically and connected with him, and he booked a call, and haven't heard from him yet, but hopefully if you're watching this, brother, hit me up. But I guess another thing I learned, this is the thing, like this is kind of the beauty of when you get going, you just learn so much. In the first call, I learned a lot about taking better notes, about actually having a structure, because there was zero structure in the first call. That's why it just went like all over the place. In the second structure, I had a plan. I had an agenda. I had like a meeting minutes doc that I was trying to fill out. I did fill out some of it, but then thankfully Dr. Emma had a Otter AI, so she was able to record the session and then share that with me. So that was awesome. AI did a pretty good job at capturing what we talked about. So I still need to summarize that and kind of put it in like a nice polished document. And then as I was preparing for today's call, I was thinking about little improvements, like kind of the end-to-end process of, okay, somebody's booked a call, what happens next? Maybe you send a thank you email, and then you send like a reminder, 24 hours before, and then a reminder like an hour before. Because the other thing I realized is when these calls get scheduled on Calendly, they don't have a meeting link. So then I have to generate a meeting link, or I have to invite the person, which is, tedious. Lots of optimizations need to be done. And then, arriving to the call, having a plan, just trying to stick to the plan, trying to stay on time, but not like divert away from the natural flow of the conversation is another key part. And then, yeah, when you wrap the call up, kind of next steps and get a sense of, is there a future of working together, and then make an offer of, like in this one, I talked about the tiny challenge. So that was an offer to continue to work further, which is a new thing that I've just stumbled across. And then going forward, it's like, okay, after the call, ideally you want to send like a summary of what you've discussed, like within 24 hours. I've had some coaches get back to me like straight away, which is really impressive. And then I've had other coaches who don't follow up at all. So this is the thing, right? This is the magic of doing it. Like, there's no way that I would have thought about any of this, and if I did think about it, it would have paralyzed me from taking action. So you kind of just have to like throw yourself in it and just keep going. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, gonna get better every day, gonna get better every call, gonna get more confident and more certain of what works, what doesn't work. But yeah, I think that's enough. So if any of this resonated with you, I don't know why, but hey man, I'm being authentic. This is behind the scenes. I don't know what I'm doing, straight up, but I'm putting it out there. Just another human trying to help other humans, trying to make an impact. Stepping into a space where he doesn't feel ready, but I don't think you're ever ready. It's kind of the point. Just do it anyway. And trust in yourself and back yourself that you'll be fine. You'll make it through. Like, I've got an incredible support system around me. I cannot not mention that, which has also been intentional, because I've, done the hard work of finding these people and reaching out and putting myself out there, and being okay with rejection and shooting your shot, like whatever you want to call it. The work has been done. The system is established. The support network is solid. And I'm working on it, getting better. And then the other thing that I've just dawned on is actually to make a better effort. Like, this is something that I need to improve, and maybe you can think about improving it yourself if you're watching. But it's one thing to have a support network that you rely on, and it's another thing entirely to actually check in with them. So that's something that I'm working on. Because I feel like I'm just using them, which is not, it's not right. And I want to be of use to them as well. I want to be of value to them and not just take. So this is probably a weird video. And yeah, like I said, these are not scripted by any way. And that's kind of the point. I don't know how much more authentic you can get than this. So, all right. This is, 7:15. I am gonna pack this up and have some dinner, go to sleep. Got a full-on day tomorrow. I've got a couple of appointments tomorrow. All right. I will see you tomorrow.